In 1852, 90 to this, 90 to 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, a studio. Through a good a hollow, a salt, a sigh, a rye, a bio, a set, a circle, was a penny, a small, a that a swim around a point of fun, a right, a job, a every found up in a world, a take a look at a to a and a four play, a so a still a rise, a bit a bit a verbal a plus a a much of talk about pound about thinking about all about above access according to across we acted acting on it acted on it actually that's actually where it's actually adds to this effect after it's ahead degrees ahead pulls ahead or aim where air is the air for airplane that can airplane all of it all of it and all that go they're all is all about all will allow the allowed place almost in you along clockwise or along with I already bull also always Alzheimer's amaze self amongst fact and instanauts and amazing and appealing and full and then round and around and around and around and give and then and are when you round and you're and inerting and the and more in motion pulse and if I'm spinning and I right and round and around and head and an air distance and other chin and air distance and all that and stir and ground and event direction and a burning and we and directionless and the and you just and like and your velocity and it and in fact and in see and note and more and the and make and purpose and person and fantastic and it and I'm and as all angle for angle any be anything you anyway an apparent weight appears to supply apply I appreciate your I are served and are the we are all are who are the who are all around velocity around so it's around all around and surround a watch as that earth as lab as the as we as a angle as it is what does I as all to assume a piece at the ways at this at all at before at all at this look at this vectors at your at it at the snit at the at it detract away directly away the awesome the axis it's back go back balance ball the ball is ball moving ball the balls more banked barren roll would be to be really be ought to be more not because it becomes moving before begin by behind being point below best in between bicycle but bigger I had bigger bike a bit over a bit being blocked I blow and blow on von both bottom of the box the box is down our brain it's brain food brain our brains now my breath utvush but aim but round but if this happen but surprising but no but now but of course but predictable but if I but all this but then but not but video by applied by already called I can't just candy I cannot weigh a car on a cardboard in this case will cause caused this causes the center The center, centrifugal, centripetal chance to velocity changes, changing the chock full a circular one to circular mode, circular whose circular or clear. Behind, clockwise, combine, come in, actually comes or coming off without completely its component part and consequences. Will continues to continuously, conversely, cool at the Coriolis effect. Most cosmically, it could be moving counterclockwise. Of course, well, covers the curiosity box. The curiosity box doesn't curve a curved peg. Cut it out. A dong a day. You're now dead on. You decided to decreases is deflect 5 degrees ahead, delivered to you is delivered by. You can demonstration of this designed a deviation device called did move the difference be directed the direction directly disappear. The disc is or disc. The disc is trick discovered by the disc or disintegrate. Same distance from maximum distance or distance here. Do you can do? What do you know? Do there do and do. So what does it do? It doesn't just velocity. Doesn't work. Doesn't math. Doesn't velocities don't wait. Door and down the straight down. Well, it's down. Further down. Downhill. A downwards fold, dragging by. Always drifts. Dropped or do dynamite. It's to each other down. Each of each other. The early night Earth. Earth is Earth. The Earth to Earth. The Earth is the Earth. The Earth for this. Earth velocity. Earth's east. In the east. If east and east effect. The effect will have Solus effect. This effect is effect. In effect, emerge simulators. The end of it. Long enough, not enough to enough. An entire equator is equivalent. Even eventually is every time is exactly found. Except it's very exciting later experiences and in fact, vector follows ball. It actually falls fantastic far, fast enough, faster. My favorite feel when he felt nice fiber fictitious. Finally, finds its firm first is flat. He flung off or fly. Do you fly out? Flying ways follow. Fall is following a food and foot. Good for you for wasn't for gravity for the for this enough for that for force. Force is force. The capital force. No force. Equal force. The force you force. A force at all. Force. Capital force. Capital force is my force. Capital force. Force. Our force. Force. And my force. Force. A force. A force on this force. Mysterious force. Force. Capital force. Molecular forces. Other forces. Force. Forever. To form. Foucault is found free friction and friction. By friction, your friend to their friend. Your friend is where friends play from urges from this full of fully fundamentals further investigator get it low. Get on the it gets it and give this. I give it given and gives you glides glued in go back that goes to for going good for a good very good ice. Got it. You got your phi gravity from gravity no matter gravity a great video greater is greatest the ground it gyration rotate gyro a gyroscope it had a bit half a your hand handle right lock hands with then hang it to happen happening it has flat hate him you have one of just parts have other have to be I have a have it to have this have to have you have a head and her head this head ain't in here a helicopter the helicopter helps of your Michael here here, here, and here, down here, here on here, here, and here, and here, here. Hey, high, higher, higher, a higher up object. It hits the hold the hole. But how does her house how hundreds by Hungarian bad? If I get I would before I consider. I look I self. Now if I blind my I have I let if I get I can't. I'm very I've run if you could if I if the if it if a if I but if the if this if the if I but if the if I if point if the if it were direction if I do if I if you if rate if you go if you if imagine a now imagine the sky imagining your impact in a comes in this in the all in move in the in head in the around in this in like in our head in the in fact then in by in a in this in the move in the earth in fact foot in a in fact in a d in now including inertial initial moment given instant instead found instead of more interact or interesting intermolecular internet you're in turns into clear investigations found invisible is like thing is what it is to ground is like all is velocity is thing is there is a is just this is due all is velocity is at here is that is thing is a is this is called is that is it is all is is a is the this is because this is spin around is spinning is fitness is off is there is isn't just isn't on it it read it it's because it found it it gives it does it but bring it from this it will be it how it doesn't it can on it but if it moved it will fit around it could well it has it would be all it will it started using its head it read distance it will it mean it get like it down it out balance it on it till place it till it tilts it will if it wasn't it would fit it hits it it will it you found it throw it during it cause it move it follow it at it a bit it all get it from it and it held behind it I'm it my it's good it's all it's like it's a round it's also it's not it's not it's from its own path it's its path it's follow its nerve its it's an it's it serves its it's below its sin it's so it's a its hand it serves its orb its magnet its lip itself isn't just good just enough just like just but just as I just to keeps the keep kids or a kilo is kind of you know what ta-da the latest I learned to the left less what you let go I let go first let's go by letting go lift it's lift you lift and it lifted it's lifting a lighter cause like right like it's like visible like it's just like this like this like vision like it's like out like in a like turn like this likewise a line straight line a linear live in a live this location long enough look at this looking at the lose weight lose a bigger louder love to the lower lowering Leon Fu a magic make it this making you marks not mass of material no matter how doesn't matter by Matthias the maximum end maybe just me to me, which means meanwhile 5D measurements take meddling with ESOS, mind, both miss molecules to a moment you lose momentum. Momentum's more in pointing more and more in this more of the more motion. Motion move initially moved moved, moves, still moving, is moving around, moving, say, moving, that is moving, faster moving, thing, much more, my us, my of my fine, my to my of my late, my mysterious names, name, nearer the nearest, my neck, you need to neighboring, never a new, the next best, next in 1900 is no matter Aryan nobleman and directly north. The north ways north and it's not very not a note. Notice now if right now velocity. Nowadays object would an object or an object objects to occurs when full of break of this of the bottom of direction of the direction of our head but of course all of it's of this end of a bit of tilt of kind of air instead of my of the course of it to the west of the width of each head of the direction of the crest of it of about of this kind of stuff out of it of my off up off you often okay cribs on it acts on the acting on it on a bit on the going on here on earth go on on it beyond it on your on earth we're on taken on a bit on that on it on a spect on a much on the around once it's was one head one looks one I only have this operating this opposite or optic or away or fall or difficult or in orbit the orbit steeper orbit or orbit like orbiting or original each other the others no other each other of other another for the other other of our jot out the outline the outline with the outside directly outward all over a bones pace the palm of magic paper ain parallel path circular path the path for a path team path or path new path a path or path or path or the path you'll path is path a pen people who think percent perfectly outer personal the perspective of a physicist be physics simple piece to each piece of it a piece of the pieces a pivot pivots around plane their plane or plane mean a plane does not plane at to play plane plus the point here the point is point not pointing from pole the pole a portion of all a pound precession very precisely predictable previous all proceeds processes properties be proud he provides more pulled pure push I pushed by pushing down pushing it quickly is quite rate it reaches the bit readings were really for the reason the receding reduction of a bit released will remained holes removing it represents where that requires resist always resisting the rest of resulting in the ride a ride right high right up right rigidly Roland von a rope the rope does a rope it rotate as rotates and rotation run out of it the same angle the same way satellite saying a scale scales of science scope see what you are seeking you seem this seemingly don't send it the separation between ships were shoot out a shorter to be showed before other side track side name sideways very similarly simple since the side now slight moving slower move slows down a small research so it's like so stuff so that here so in so the solid ball southern material something about soon but sort of south of fast enough speed spin long spin around spin spin fast, spin, or spinning, spinning, up, spinning at, and spinning, spins around, spins, down, spun up, so stable, stand behind, starts point, stay a steeper, and steep, still, stop, instant, straight, hold, straight, or straight out, straight row, straight up, straight, included string, a string, some stuff around, stuff. You subscribe, right? So, subscribe, a subscription such that you're suddenly sufficiently well, cross sufficiently surface, very surprising, suspended yourself, swinging, swings, it's to take a look, take a line, takes you, they'll talk, tangent to its tangent, velocity, tangent to a tangent, this tangent path, tendency to by tension more than you. Thanks for watching. That race, that is that a church that it's that they're all that way that way of that good that a that will be that night at the that one that could find that round that on that tangent that in that over. That's thing that's on off. The next, the kicks, the lane, the time, the p, the take, the in, the around, so the out, the stow, the jump, the atch, the device, the ground, the boss, the co, the bow, the ball, the meaning, the ropes, the ball, the same from the center of the ball, in the rope, the rope, the ball on the ball, on the ball, the from the center, the thing, inertia, the path, the outlet, the dip, the outer, the ball first, the set between the two from the center, the first of the counterclockwise, the side to the line, the ball, the bottom, the momentum, the green off the ball, the vest, them in the back, the key, the cells, the piece, the dinner, the jump on the end, on the side, the din, the surround, the side, the elevation, the whole by the forever, the point. The spinning, the road, now the torno, the same, the round, the ground, on the wheel, the rest of the wheel, the road, the wheel, the bottom, the wheel, the wheels, the earth, the round, off the ground, the earth, because the helicopter, the earth, the north, the court, the high, the side, the drum, the path, the sink, the earth, the earth, and the earth off from the traveling the to the on the inner to their work that there them. Then there's time. There's a these they were just the thing in things, lower things or other things who think muscle. This hit this hit this to this straight this to this in the center is this size. This is this or this like this is round. This is this like this and this and this like this is best. This read this about this with this kind of those two no and thread and throw it. Thrown through to throw it. You throw, only thrown up. Tickets already tied to a tilt. The tilt tilts to the tilted. Tilting it tilts to the tilts. Time to get to time, your time, all times to your go to all to get surprising. You see, to spit to swell to the ground. To get to the bottom to its to your to each to its to a crowd to comes to be to some to get to back to its to be to assist to have to me to the tilting to the lower to gravity to have to be to a side to its to its to move to row to be to your to the to have it to the way to the way to move on to where to have to row to have to the way to get it to see to describe to that to go to the topic of the torque per total I touch it towards the track strapped in travel in so traveling with traveling when traveling easily travels a trick turns turned off keep turning the two of those two rotate under it until upright up upright by us. You can use it to use the used to be our usual the vectors velocities towards velocity is velocity version of the vertical version very very this video there Vsauce. Wait, it not wait. Lock a wall. Wandle. You want to it would just was look gravity was wasn't actually watch the ground. Watch. For watching. That way, this way, this way, that way. This way we live ahead, we see, and we are waz you wave and wane my wait or wait. Weird trick. Well, we're a bit west. So west is that's what it go of what's up session. What's happening? Wherever the wheel two when the wheel when you or when a wins on when a appear when things wins when share when they were fact when trust when trevor when well when years whenever where it's where the where we where thing which means which way while I'm while you're who think the whole who's why so why the will have forces will do will be will have will cost will have will turn will just will I will be with some like with the world with reflected with a with the side with some with the not with its with this with the country with active with this without won't it work that world would be I would it would be it would have been would you would already wound up in raps or yeah yes do you want if you could as you let's you know you both and you need to you well you know you have you just you would you after you love you and you so you both you if you want you have you in you life you got you all and you know you'd be enough. You'll know where you're in. Your son, you're both. You're on your soul. You're at your door for your birth of your around your head. Your ass. Your fin. Your fist. Your titious. Your behind. Your above. Your using. Your ticket. Your to yourself.